Appendicitis.
Science!
Go.
Appendicitis in your stomach. What you gonna do? Cut it out. It affects your system cause you had a surgery. It's a science lads, it's a science lads.
Appendicitis is a serious medical condition in which the appendix becomes inflamed and painful. The first sign you may have an appendicitis is a dull pain in your upper abdomen that gets sharper as it moves to the lower right part of your abdomen. Other symptoms may include a loss of appetite, nausea or vomiting, abdominal swelling, a high fever, inability to pass gas, painful urination, and severe cramps. Open your mouth. That felt really weird.
While appendicitis is very easily treated, it can be deadly if not. If you postpone or neglect getting the removal surgery, the appendix could possibly burst, sending a nasty mix of bacteria, dead white blood cells, and tissue cells that make up a thick, liquid pus. Once it has burst, the pain will subside momentarily before getting worse, and causing the symptoms you had before to become 1,000,000 times more terrible. So even if you don't want to get the surgery, you should, because you could die. That was revolting.
Appendicitis is caused by a blockage due to an infection. Any infection can block the appendix. The appendix can also be blocked by stool, a foreign body, or cancer. If you visit a doctor and tell him your symptoms, he may perform these tests on you to determine if you have appendicitis or not. Tests you will perform are abdominal examination, urine test, rectal exam, blood test, and CT scan.
The treatment of appendicitis remains almost exactly the same for every patient. A surgery called an appendectomy is performed. There are two ways the surgery may be performed. The preferred one, which is the safest and quickest, is when they quickly remove the appendix to avoid its rupture. The second one is when you have two surgeries. The first is when they drain the abscess of pus and fluid, and then the second surgery they remove the appendix. There is a third option where you take antibiotics that could possibly eliminate the need for a surgery at all. That is very rare.
Nadine and Lily's Mediocre Science Show.
Today, instead of an experiment, we will be having a demonstration. We will be demonstrating an appendectomy on a consenting stuffed rabbit. If you have a weak stomach for ketchup and red stuffing, we recommend you look away. Here is our doctor, Mrs. Didn't go to school or didn't get a degree, and she will be doing the surgery on Billy here.
So yeah, I've been a surgeon for about 20 years now. I never went to school, just sort of watched a couple YouTube videos, but I feel pretty qualified.
So to begin the surgery, they put the patient into a deep sleep and set them on the surgery table. They then make a small incision in the lower right abdomen, only cutting through the skin. They then make another incision through the tissue and the muscle. Lastly, the doctor searches
Almost got it.
finds
Sometimes you have to get your hands a bit dirty.
and removes
I can get it.
the appendix.
Oh, there's that
Lastly, the entire time, they are careful not to cut any other organs and not cause too much blood loss. Once the appendix has been removed, they stitch up the wound and let the patient wake up. Aren't you supposed to?
Good as new.
Fun fact speed round!
No doctors are 100% sure that the appendix has a use.
Some people think it helps fetuses grow in the female, and others think it helps the immune system.
Go.
Appendicitis is most common in people ages 10 to 30.
A pain around your belly button may also be a symptom of appendicitis.
Women are more unlikely to get appendicitis.
Appendicitis is the most common stomach emergency that got my.
It's becoming less common.
The appendix is becoming more and more easy to remove.
Eating fruits and vegetables can prevent appendicitis.
Not all animals have appendixes, like this one.
Who can say where the road goes, where the day
The appendix has a very large store of good bacteria.
The appendix is theorized to prevent colon cancer!
The appendix has been studied for centuries.
We're no strangers to surgery. We know the procedure, and so do you. A quick surgery is what I'm thinking of. You wouldn't get this from any other organ. You can get it from any infection. But a quick trip to the hospital, the appendix is gonna give you up. It's gonna let you down. It's gonna get inflamed and hurt you. It's gonna make you cry. It's gonna say goodbye. It's gonna leave a mark and hurt you. Now say that's our show.
I can't move. And that's our show. Thanks for watching. Yep.
No excuse us.
Business to attend to.
Okay, but I'm about to fall. Like, you're gonna have to.
I don't think it's gonna work.
Oh my god, my phone!
Are you good?
No.
Just sit in it. Actually, no, stand up with it and just have it hanging off your legs.
Not all animals. Not all animals have appendixes. Like this cat. That's very common, collected and just. Welcome to the West, y'all.
Oh, crusty.
Dramatic. Me? You know what you should do?
Huh?
Is you should take some of my hair while I'm talking and like.
Braid it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do it. Here, do you have like a
And
big...
put it in a really stupid hairstyle.
Okay.
It's okay.
Are we taking a photo or video?
Video.
Not all... oh, sorry, why am I saying not all?
Sorry. I'm getting ready now.
Go.
They ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because
Okay, count. Wait, no, I'm not ready.
Okay.
the colon is theorized to prevent colon cancer.